Hello guys, welcome back to Danthemanaviation. In today's video we're going to be showing you how you can start up the a320, a319 and almost all the airbuses basically, like in the a320 model. This is the a319. We're just going to show you how to start up cold and dark. Comment below if you want me to make more tutorials on this type of aircraft, and yeah. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so we're right here in the cockpit. First off, we're just gonna come up to the overhead panel right here. We're gonna go battery 1, battery 2, good. We'll go external power, and we're gonna come over here. Cruise supplies can come on, ground control can come on. Then we'll put this right here on captain. Allow evacuation alert from cockpit. Alright, then we're going to do a CVR test. There we go. Now we're going to come over to here, and we are going to do armed emergency light. Then we're going to put nav logo light on, like so. And then we're going to flip our nav aid. So we're going to go nav aid 1, nav aid 2, nav aid 3. All three of them into nav. Nav, nav, nav. Good. So, we'll go do an engine fire test, EPU fire test, and then engine 2 fire test. For now, we're going to leave the fuel pumps off until we get fueled up and ready to go. And we're going to swap this right here, VOR to VOR. There's going to be our nav bearings. So I have the one wing EFIS, so I'll show you. So we're just going to go boom with the switch, then boom with that switch, and same for this side, VOR, then VOR. Then I would like to put in constraint. Then we're gonna come over here. If you have flight plan, you'd go to ATSU, go to ARC, then flight init. Then you request your init request if you have flight plan. You click init, data request. If you have SimBrief, you can do that. I'll show you how you can connect your SimBrief account. So you come into the iPad, you go to the Phoenix app, go to Sim settings, then you go to, wait, I think it's in the MCDU actually. So you go in here, you go to config, you go to confirm data link. Alright, so you enter in your SimBrief pilot name. So my SimBrief pilot name is Daniel, the 737 pilot. So yeah, you go into MECU menu, you go to configurement, and you go to data link confirm right there. So yeah, so we just came from right here, or was it to go to MECU menu? We came from ATSU, boom, flight init. So I'll show you what that looks like when you init request. This is like a random flight plan I have on SimBrief. So I did a flight from Fort Lauderdale to LaGuardia, JetBlue 472. And that's what it's supposed to look like. Then we're gonna go, after we imported our AUK flight init, we're gonna go into init. Then when we're in init, we're going to request flight plan. We're going to clear, type in our call sign JBU 472. Our cost and index. So if you have SimBrief, you want to come over here. We'll go to flight. we'll actually connect our flight plan. We're actually not at Fort Lauderdale, we're at a different airport. We're going to go to our pilot brief. Alrighty, so right here, this is all of our information for our flight. So right here, cruise, so this is going to be our Costin index. It's going to be 34. This is where you can find your Costin index right here. Below the date right there. So Costin index will be 34. Whatever you set your filed altitude for flight, mine's going to be 35,000 feet. So you can just do FL350, you can just do 350. Then we'll go to init, or we'll go to IRS init, then we'll align ref. Good. Then we'll go to, so after this, I personally go to perf, then, actually no, I go to init, then we go to here. This is your zero fuel weight SCG. So we're going to come over, this is where we get our thing. So we're going to load our aircraft, instant. You see these numbers right here? You want to copy them. So we're going to do 65, we're going to do it in the same format it is. 65.2. Then we're going to do this number right here. MACGW. Now we're going to do 28 point. So we're going to do slash 28.2. And that goes right there. Your block fuel you can get from right here. You can do 9.4. 9.4. Good. So, on the departure out, you want to set your departure. So, you want to go to flight plan. We're going to be going out of Fort Lauderdale. Departure, we're going to be taking off of runway 10 left on the Agers 1 with Dusen as our transition. We'll enter that. Then same goes with, so you want to check if there's any discontinued in your flight plan. You just want to take a look, scroll through. If you want to look for your flight plan, you can do this. You can switch this thing right here that my mouse is on and look. And you can scroll like this. You can look at your flight plans. You can click on the down key and look. So, our arrival into here, it's whatever they're running at the airport. So we're gonna be landing on 31. So today they're gonna be doing a visual approach, the RNAV 31 X-ray. We're gonna select that. Then we're gonna do Proud 2 with Hertz as our transition. Then if we find any discontinues, we're going to keep scrolling until you find some. Hey, we got a manual right here. When we have a manual, you want to get rid of that. And then insert. Then we'll, oh, now they're up here. Get rid of that. Boom. So, that's how you do your flight plan. Now, when we set the IRSs, you have to wait like 8 minutes. So yeah, we have a minute left, and when that minute's up, we'll push back. Alright, let's do fuel pump 1, 2. We'll just turn fuel pumps on. When you're ready for push and start, you turn on beacons, because that advises that you're ready. If you have GSX, oh, make sure to set up your V speeds too. So we're gonna go to departure. Hold up. So if you're at your airport, your QNH will show up and all that stuff. So you'd want to click sync live weather, but it's not letting me. So yeah, if you want, yeah, like if you're like at your actual airport, it'll let you do that. But I'll show you how to plug in your V speeds. Usually it would be automatic because you can sync your live. You can sync your V speeds, like when you click calculate, it'll show your V speeds right there and everything, and you send to MCDU. It's automatic. I'll show you where you can get that from though. So you go to perf. We'll go to our V1 speed for today is going to be 134, 135, and 140. We're going to be in the flaps 2 configurement with a flex temp of 68. So you don't have to do any of this stuff. So yeah. Alright. Or you do have to, but it can be automatic. Hold up. So yeah, this is how you do the overhead panel. I did everything. So we're gonna go into pushback shortly. Alright, well actually we need to turn on our APU first. Wait 3 seconds, then you click APU start and wait till that turns on. This video will be covering the push and start, or the cold and dark startup, pushback, and then next video will be takeoff. Alright, we're gonna push and start. Don't ask why the nav aids aren't on. It's because of the airport that I'm at. I'm not actually at Fort Lauderdale. I'm in Portland, Maine. I'm really far away, so that's why they're not loaded in. It is what it is, but next video I will be going over there. So don't worry. Alright, so APU. Well, our APU is available, so now we'll turn on our APU bleed, and we can turn on beacon, and that singles the ground to push me. Alrighty, that guy's right there.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
He's ready for pushback. So, when you want to start up your engine, you want to make sure first off that your APU bleed and your like all your APUs on, like everything, especially your APU bleed, because sometimes people forget about it. But yeah, so to start up your engine, you're gonna have to go put your engine mode selector into ignition start. Then you're gonna start up with engine 2. Then once that reaches like 25 and 1, then we're gonna swap over to engine 1 and start that up and introduce some fuel. I'll go through that just a second. He's locking gear. we're gonna direct him to push us back. Alright, GSX is bugging. We'll just use this. Alright, make things quicker. Let's connect, start, release. So to push back, you wanna oh no, bro. Alright, so without the pushback, we're gonna show you how to start up your engines. So we're gonna go ignition start, then we're gonna do engine 2. So as you can see, engine 2 is, or I said N1, but you gotta watch your N2 I meant. So at 25 N2, we are good to start up engine 1. Alright, engine 1 could start up. Can hear that. Engine starting up. And when the engine's fully started up, you go AP master switch off, APU bleed off. Then you want to go up here and do packs 1 and 2 off. Alrighty. This engine is available. It's fully started up. And 2's going up. This one's going to be almost available. The reason why they are saying that is because we're not at the actual airport. You want to be at your actual airport. Okay. And one thing I forgot is to always turn your transponder on, especially if you're on VATSIM, so ATC knows where you are. And seatbelt, no smoke inside. Come on. Alright, so both engines are available. Then we'll go AP master switch off. Then we'll go APU bleed off, and the APU will drain down. Then we'll go packs 1 and 2 off. To turn, when you want to turn these back on is when you, after you take off, you want to turn them on like that. Click in. Alrighty, guys, thank you for watching my cold and dark startup tutorial. I'm Danthemanaviation. Please hit that like and subscribe button. See ya.